ऐसा कोई अवार्ड मिल जाता है जैसा कि आज मुझे मिला है, तो बिल्कुल ऐसा लगता है जैसे उस जवानी के माथे पे सेहरा बांध दिया गया हो। सुभाष जी का, अपनी बेटी मेघना का, आप लोगों का और उस फिल्म इंडस्ट्री का शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं।
I thank Hari ji for introducing me, sometimes me to me. The only chagrin is he need not have mentioned about my birthday. I'm doing my best. This is the best acting I have done so far to look 50 or 45. But times are changing. I mean, Amiji is a great example. So I know at least I have another 15 years ahead. I'm very nervous. I'm very comfortable with question answers, where I'm asked questions and I get angry or happy and I answer. These keynote addresses, speaking from the podium, pontification, is something that I'm not good at. I might meander, but then you asked for it. Subhash rightly said, please, for whatever you believe in, heaven, earth, or whatever, for that sake, do not believe that you have completed education of cinema. That would be your undoing. And fortunately, not going to school has permanently kept me in a state of apprehension and trepidation that I have to learn more. Please remove that hat after you receive that honor and do not rest on it. Let it rest. When I first saw it, I wanted it for myself, my film. And it happened thanks to Van Balen, my friend, and thanks to my naivety and the ignorance of my distributors. I said, with this, the film will collect, and they believed it. I try to run one. It's not because I want to teach people, because I want to keep abreast of what's happening. It's a very selfish, it's nothing philanthropic about it. And the reason I came here is because I can see what are the new films you're making. I want to know what my competition is going to be tomorrow. And believe me, I have an injured leg, so making it shake is not good. And you've done it. So I'm looking forward to competing with you. It doesn't matter if either of us fail, cinema will win. Let me tell you a parallel of Subhash and myself. I wanted to be only a director and never thought much about actors. I am a reluctant actor, but for Mr. K. Balachandra, I wouldn't be here in this podium and there wouldn't be a repertoire like that for you to see. He told me that do not entertain that idea because I see a rising star in you. I don't want you to come to studio in an auto rickshaw. You might, the way you are, you might make that kind of movie which may not run. Bend with the opportunity, make it happen. Your duty is making cinema, making moving images. I would pretend to be a student of cinema, which I am, but I pretend to be a student of Whistling Wood and come and take it, which I would be, which I am. Today, when I watch you, I envy you. But I know that all of you are going to be filmmakers. Somewhere in some corner or other. You may not be making film, you may not be saying start and cut, but you'll be part of films. The first feeling is one of envy. I wish I had gone to a school. I would have saved 20 years of learning and would have compressed it into 3 or 4. That's the first thing that came to my mind every time I see film faculty sitting and film students getting ready to go out and make a film. It's a great feeling, and that's the reason why. Also because I like this man. It's always bothered me. When I was 5, it was bothering me. I wanted to be 20. When I was 20, I wanted to be 40. Now when I'm 60, I want to be 20. It's always bothering. No, that's what you think. If you ask me, every day I shave this face. And I'm bored of this face, and I am the worst critic. A good fan too, but more of a critic. So I keep telling myself that don't believe your press. People celebrate the 100 crore cinema. I can only sympathize with them because they should be celebrating 400 crore cinema. and they are celebrating 100 crore cinema. That's because we've not plugged the hole. That bothers me, because without that, you cannot make meaningful films. The money for meaningful films are going further and further down. So that worries me.
Because of the economic freedom and expanding media business. But the difference between the producer and a corporate is a vast. Corporate is more of a funded company with a lot of finance and a team who's looking after the finance to produce product. Whereas the producer, independent producer, in our time has been a different person who would go for a story, who would go for the right cast, the right directors, and the right kind of talent, and he's enthusiastic about it. He knows also the inside outside of filmmaking and how to handle people, how to market the film. So there was a job of a producer.
No, I've completed it. We are going on post-production now with iron force. And cinema theatre is yet another place that breaks through the caste barrier, community barrier. And that's why I think it's a very important
It's the most
temple.
beautiful thing.